for more on what happened. We joined now by John Kitoka, CHADEMA's Director of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us. Mr. Kitoka?
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm good, thank you. And thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Can you just take us through the events yesterday? What exactly happened?
Yesterday was, as you all know, it was an International Women's Day, and women of the CHADEMA Women Wing also had plans for the day. And those plans included gathering in the northern town of Tanzania called Musoma. But they could not really succeed in celebrating the day. Most of them were rounded up as they were en route to Musoma from different parts of the country. Others were coming from Dar es Salaam, others were coming from the southern highlands of Tanzania, others were coming from the west, the east, the north, but a majority of them could not really make it to Musoma. They ended up being rounded up and arrested and taken to the police stations of the respective areas where they were stopped. So about 300 of them were arrested across the country. But those who actually managed to make it to Musoma were tear gassed and arrested as well. And therefore, the whole celebration thing, the whole International Women's Celebration Day could not really take place as it was earlier planned.
And what was the justification given by law enforcement officials for the action that they took?
Basically, there was no justification. They simply say that CHADEMA has been banned from holding public rallies and having meetings and stuff like that. And so these women were not necessarily gathering as CHADEMA members, because there were other women who were not members of the party. But it is a continuation of the repressive schemes of the Samia regime. So we are not surprised that they did what they did. We knew they would actually do it because they've been doing it all along. We have been faced with such repressive tactics throughout Samia's regime, or even before she came to power, even throughout Magufuli's CCM regime. So these are the kind of tactics that have been using to suppress dissent and suppress and to squeeze the democratic space. Yeah.
And I'll get to some of what you're saying now in terms of you saying President Samia Hassan has applied, repressive tactics, dating back from her even as vice president. But most importantly, has there been any comment from the president about the incident? Because it's not lost to one that there was a use of force against women who were commemorating International Women's Day.
She never made any statement. None of the senior government officials made any statement.
Can you still?
Yeah. So there was no official official government statement as to why they prevented our women from celebrating the International Women's Day. So they just they did what they did. They disrupted the celebrations. They got our women arrested. Some of them were harassed. Some of them were told to undress in front of male male officers, and some of them were beaten badly. And so it's a continuation of the same repressive tactics that the government has been using all along.
I mean, interestingly enough, as we were covering the elections last year, there were those who were praiseworthy of the work that President Samia has done. And not only that, there are those who were saying that they actually believe that her administration has done far better than that of her predecessor. So what about the courts? Because I am wondering that if you are going to seek a legal challenge to this, beyond the restriction of civic rights, what would you argue before the court?
I think those who are praising Samia as having far better than the previous governments do not fully understand the circumstances in Tanzania. Throughout her administration, there has been a wave of abductions and enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings throughout the country. And up to last year, October, since she took power, our head count established that there are over 250 people who have been disappeared and haven't really been, their whereabouts haven't yet been established. And some of them, we are sure, have already been killed, and the others we do not know about their whereabouts. You also have a number, hundreds of people in safe houses across the country. You have the extrajudicial killings of government critics. One of our senior officials within CHADEMA was murdered last year. He was actually killed very brutally. He was abducted from a public bus, taken to places and murdered very brutally, and so many others who have been disappeared. The list is long. From October 1st up to 29th of last year, leading up to the sham election, we already had 52 people just in a space of 3 weeks. We had already like 52 plus people disappeared within a space of 3 weeks. And then from there on, the extrajudicial killings have continued. The enforced disappearances continue as we speak, unabated. And all this is being done with total impunity. And so to say that she's done much better than any other previous administration is a big lie.
All right, thank you.
And so, yes.
All right, unfortunately, we have run out of time, but thank you for your time. John Kitoka, CHADEMA's Director of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, speaking to us about the arrest of their members.